Nowitzki against Davis. Nowitzki, the pass to Jamison. To the middle. On the wing, Jason Terry. He's guarded by Russell. Clock at 6. Pass to Jamison. And the shot goes in. Jamison's got the lead up to 8 now for Houston.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
You've got Russell. Davis is out there with Adams. Then it's Gilbert Arenas. And Siakam in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
And stolen by Siakam. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Nowitzki outside. Back to Jamison. Just 5 to shoot. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 3 assists now in this one. Inside, here's Siakam. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
This is it to Nowitzki. Capella dishes to Terry. Houston moving it around. Here's Jamison trying to get open his game. Jamison, no luck.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Houston making some changes. Shawn Marion is checked in for Nowitzki. Doncic comes in for Marcus Camby. And it's Lowry in for Jason Terry. Now here's Jamison. Doncic with it. Now defended by Adams. Doncic passes to Lowry. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Raptors. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
I'll tell you, Siakam's earned these opportunities. He can get you buckets when you really need them.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
He's off on the second. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Siakam. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Siakam's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, with Siakam, it's not just his size. It's his agility that allows him to succeed in the painted area.
And Lowry gets double-teamed. Dishes it to Jamison. Here's Marion trying to get open as Jamison, and Marion gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 5.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Arenas gets to Adams. Also looking it over. Over Jamison. Here's Adams, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And there's the pass to Jamison. And no good that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Pass to Arenas. 107 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Davis to tie it up. Yes! A tremendous three to tie it up.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
here's Jamison. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Davis.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Russell passes to Davis. Back to Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And another thing you like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position and makes him a handful to defend inside.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
This just in, AD is not going to buckle up and fold. He's unafraid of the moment.
Bounce pass from Lowry. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Jamison. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Cool under pressure. Terrific job nailing those 2 free throws there.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 1. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Arenas. Feeds to Covington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Antoine Jamison picks one up.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 1. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Oh, missed it. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
The second overall pick back in the 2015 NBA draft. Russell having earned his first All-Star game appearance in 2019.
You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation. Wow, another opportunity. Just everything. He made it. He got it to go, and he beat the buzzer.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head... Arenas against Doncic. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Houston. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Antoine Jamison out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Doncic in at the 2. Here's Hield. That's good. And Arenas with the assist. 9 points for Buddy Hield. On cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
Pass to Nowitzki. They double-team Nowitzki. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. One is on Hield. 2 So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. Adams, he's checked in for the Raptors. OG Anunoby comes in for Heel. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Marion comes in for Antoine Jameson. Doncic against Arenas. Yes!
Going to the rack with energy. And McGee afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Nowitzki against Siakam. Nowitzki kicks to Marion. 4 on the shot clock. Lowry inside the line. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Yeah, and he tried to work the spin move that time, and it went about as well as you'd expect.
The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Anunoby. Toronto calls timeout. They're up by 1. 24 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Foul right there. And Toronto making a change. Boucher is checked in. So they foul intentionally. He drops the first one. That will put them up by 2.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
The Raptors making a switch here. Russ is checked in. Timeout called the Rockets. They're behind by 3. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Guys, what's your take?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, an interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
Capella finds Lowry. Passes to Nowitzki. Doncic outside. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. Doncic has got 36. Outside Arenas. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Russell. Makes it off the glass. Russell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Attention to detail is what's helped Russell improve his scoring ability every year.
Doncic feeling it out to the left side lane. Nowitzki against Covington. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Marion, a tough player to guard. That quick athletic combo forward with an unorthodox shot.
And Marion drops them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
The pass to Siakam. Nice shot off that time. Nice D from Nowitzki. Over in the corner, Doncic. To the inside. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Arenas. It's good!
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Lowry from outside. Rebounded by Covington.
And you get the sense that he's hit a wall here in OT. He just hasn't been much help to them at all.
Shot clock is being clocked separated by less than 6 seconds. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And a break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
And looking for a very quick shot here. They have very little time to run a play. And then, of course, they also need to foul.
Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're down by 5. 17 seconds left in the second overtime period. Good stuff. Guys, what do you think?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
They also need to get the best shot you can as quickly as you can, and then immediately foul.
And I was sure that...
Is it easy for you if I took time? Would you feel secure if I told you everything on my mind? Imagination can't take its toll. Let it run wild, you'll get some time, it'll turn you on. Saving up your feelings till it feels right. Put up a good fight. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't come around anymore. Oh, so sharp, and coming up so tough, are you sure? You're strong enough to stay on my mind.
Here's Young. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Marc Gasol.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
Walker's checked in for the Heat. And a change for the Timberwolves. Butler's checked in.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Shaquille O'Neal. Malone is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Butler deciding where to go with it. The pass to Malone. Over Roy, and the basket by Malone. Malone's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Walker against Young. And that one, good. And that's 11 points for Walker.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here is Young. And it's Miami with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 16th rebound on the night. And wide open look for Walker. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Shot from 12. He squares up and sinks it. Young's got 24.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
And it's Walker penetrating. Count it, good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we've talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
That one goes. Count it. Young's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. Takes the 13-footer, and he overshot that one, missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Timeout called, the Heat. They trail by 9. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Shaq.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of
just kept them in the past. Yeah, falling for it. So I can't wait too far. Falling on them buckets, running, treat me like a star.
Everything feeling new now. Way up about the now. See the picture that I drew now. And I really can't lose now. In control like Chris now. Yeah, they know how I do it now. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. I'm doing me. Hey, that's how I like it. That's how I like it. Making a beat shake. Got on my wallet. Got on my wallet. I had a break. Out of the silence. Out of the silence. 30, I'm bouncing. Can't throw it all cause I'm out it. Yeah. And now I'm
falling for it. So I can't wait too far.
Can't wait too far. Can't wait too far.
Falling on no buckets, running. Treat me like a star.
Treat me like a star, yeah.
Lost my breath in myself all in one.
Conley against Irving. And it's Conley penetrating. Yes, that goes in. Conley's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Chris Middleton is out there with LeBron James. And it's Conley. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Booker in at the small forward spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, it's so difficult to corral Dinwiddie, even when you get physical with him. He finds a way to power through.
Now, here is Harden. Good D by Booker.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they had to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Here's Vucevic. He kicks to Harden. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Harden's got 11 in the second half.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only 1 bucket in 5 attempts.
Here's Conley. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Tatum in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Moving against Conley. They double-team Conley. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Off target with his three.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Millsap. Bucket is good.
You know, this is where Millsap excels. I mean, a great interior score. He has the size and touch to pulverize defense.
Now here's Conley. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He said, look, you guys are playing physical and we like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. On the wing, Irving. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Mavericks leading by 10. James outside. There's 1:17 left in the game. Booker finds Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that one. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And, you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And here is Valanciunas. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Count that one. And that's 36 points for Devin Booker.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one.
And I'm Michael Phelps. Come on, partner, get your partner, but that don't equal well. But you can't help all your partners unless you done help yourself. So I need more than kudos and a high five. Cause I went from sidelines to the limelight. And I shine bright, ice cold bars, Klondike. And I never move with dope. This ain't blindside, oh. Finite, but you feel the spirit, whole flow, shine light, so glow. Every lyric king, cold, so most like Rondo on my glow when I pivot. Oh. Most these people move like long. That's why I be on my own. My mama thought I was a joke. But they should have told me and I know where you
Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on the court for the Suns. We've got Durant. Stockton is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Batum, and it's Drummond in at the 5 spot.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
LaVine, good.
As soon as LaVine hits a few of these, you know he's feeling it. Just keep getting him the rock.
McCollum against LaVine. George looking around. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Capable of doing many things well. LaVine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Now here is George. Williamson kicks to George. It's to Williamson. LaVine against McCollum. Stolen by LaVine. And the jam by LaVine.
The two-way game of LaVine, I mean, it's getting better. Plays like this help his confidence moving ahead.
Paul against Stockton. Outside, George. Fires the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stockton's shot is good.
What a run. And now all of a sudden they're right back in it.
And so George will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Looking to get back on track here. It's tipped.
Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why it's so dangerous when it comes to shot blocking.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from LaVine. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They lead by 2. There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Chris Paul.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Thanks so much, David. And the Suns call time. They're trailing by 4. 1:29 left in the 4th quarter of this one. In the 4th quarter. Durant with it. Now defended by Williamson. Drummond in the post. He's against Jokic. Drummond passes to LaVine. 6 to shoot. Stolen by McCollum. And now here we go with George.
It's good to see McCollum working on becoming a better defender. Using his quick hands to wipe the ball away.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 1:04 left in the game. Here's KD. 59 seconds left in the fourth. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
I love the show of confidence. Durant showing his greatness in key situations.
Batum against George. Shoots. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Stockton against Paul. Fires top of the key. Offensive rebound. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Big moments. You want the ball in your franchise player's hand. Drummond is their backbone.
Free throw, no good for Drummond. And now we've got the intentional foul. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and that's an intentional foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Look, I've always thought that the way Paul leads his team is impressive. Look, he's always talking, giving instruction. I guess he's a real player coach. Jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
And the Suns call time. They're trailing by 6. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here are the Suns now. Outside Durant to the paint. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drummond passes to Batum. Outside, Levine. Offline with his 3. And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. Misses the shot. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great by David. Great job.
Smile, but I can't fake something to love. I'm feeling confused. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my view. And I'm trying to find something new. But baby, I'm not holding my breath. I need something to believe in.
And Philadelphia has possession. They lead by 1. Outside Leonard. Lets a floater go. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Chandler out there with Gobert. And there's Jackson. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Porzingis. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets Steph over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Alec Burks.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator really sees the entire floor.
Towns finds Beal. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Definitely. But this is the time where you want the momentum. Late is when you want to impose your will.
And, you know, you don't hear a lot of talk about it, but Brad Beal is one of the top shooting guards in our league. The scoring, the playmaking he provides is really right there amongst the elite. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Now, here's going up. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Beal about 25, 5 and 5 player last season, Greg. Most would agree that that's star-level production.
Those are Hall of Fame-esque numbers. I put him up there with Klay Thompson and Jimmy Butler. Fantastic scorer who does it with strong efficiency, and he's only getting better.
Anytime you need a bucket, Gallinari looks to provide. Takes a lot of pride in his game.
And the 76ers call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And the 76ers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. The 76ers leading by 3. Timeout called the 76ers.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that. Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
Lillard against Simmons. From 13, and it's Lillard missing. Philadelphia's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Lillard against Simmons. Down low, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even at a power finish. Now, here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 11 rebounds in the game. That's to Lillard. 1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Williams, a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Now here's Leonard from 8. A second chance effort. It's in.
That is world class. An incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 4. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Back to Beal over Green. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's Beal with the 3. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
And the 76ers call time here. They're ahead by 3. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Simmons against Lillard. Now here's Simmons. He's guarded closer. 4 on the clock. Shot from 16. The shot, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the roof.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
He's an NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014. Kawhi continues to impact the game at the highest level.
So Philadelphia wins it. It was all right, David. Thank you.
Is it easy for you if I took time? Would you feel secure if I told you everything on my mind? Imagination can't take its toll. Let it run wild with some time. It'll turn you out. Saving up your feelings till it feels right. Put up a good fight. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't come around anymore. You gotta play on social media. And I'm calling us so tough. You're strong enough to stay on my mind. Are you strong enough? Are you strong enough to stay on my mind? Are you strong enough to stay on my mind? We're way too young to even know if we're a moment, if we're better alive.
Lillard on top, over by Conley. out to the wing. LeBron against Porzingis. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lillard, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Dallas Mavericks. And the first one goes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Dallas. Tatum comes in for LeBron. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Chicago. Bradley Beal comes in for Porzingis.
And you look at the Mavericks' numbers last season, the need for shooting is obvious.
And I think, Greg, what's shocking is poor shooting is not something you have historically associated with the Mavs. But when you look at it through last season, they took a high rate of threes and a high rate of free throws. And yet, both of those percentages were poor. That's an area for improvement this season.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Bradley Beal. Gallinari is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Thompson in at the free spot. Dallas calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Chicago calls timeout. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 7-point differential. Here's Towns. They get it back. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. That free throw good from Gallinari. And so he hits both.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
And the Mavericks call time here.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Pass to Conley. The dish to Booker. To the paint, Valanciunas. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And that's 18 points for Valanciunas.
I'll tell you, Jonas Valanciunas converts a tough one. He can give you some headaches down there on the block.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Lillard.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Booker outside. Back to Valanciunas. Shoots over Beal. Well good from Valanciunas. Bulls trail by 4. Outside, Beal. Latrey. Mavericks with the rebound. Booker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Lillard with it. Conley picks him up. Passes it to Towns. Got a hand on it. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And the dunk by Booker.
There are few people in the league that are more scary when they start to find their rhythm than Devin Booker. He's cooking right now.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Towns. Over Valanciunas. And that one goes long.
nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Offensive rebound. Thompson with the bucket.
Klay Thompson loves delivering in tight spots. How easy does he make that big bucket look?
And now we've got the intentional foul. .26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, I think we know that Devin Booker is known for his shooting, but to me, guys, there's also the passing and the rebounding aspect that comes into play with him.
Now here's Lillard. There's the triple. And Tatum pulls it down. Takes it to Booker. The shot clock resets to 14 seconds on an offensive rebound. Brent, do you like that change?
I think digging into the numbers a little bit, Kevin, it only affects about 3% of total possession.
Is that all?
Yeah, throughout the course of the year, not in any given game. So it's very, very,
no kidding,
very, very minimal what happens. But what I like is that, you know, players have to reset quickly with 14 on the clock. And I think coaches are starting to think about how it is they might have quick sets as opposed to getting the ball to the top of the key and trying to run through a traditional set. Maybe you have quick sets after the reset to get yourself a better shot.
Strategy. We've got Harden. Paul Millsap out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's Ayton. And it's Davis at the point guard position. That's the Boston foul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Brown comes in for Zach Randolph, and Irving subbed in for Baron Davis. And a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Here's Brown. He's off on that one, and it's Portland the other way. And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with a streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
Irving in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Harden against McCollum. Back to Jokic. This shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Pass to George. Now the pass to Jokic. It's McCollum on the wing. Clock at 4. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul. And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Al Paul following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Paul against Harden. Paul passes to George. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Here's George, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call, foul on Boston.
Paul George pivot.
From every ounce of trouble water they've been in, spent in. Time in places it ain't safe to swim in. Without yelling, I try to tell them they should make amends. We're going from where I'm from. You see so much shame. But don't you keep do it big. Now they know my name. I done got it out the mud and put on for my day one. That's why I miss by doing Dave Chappelle show.
Stockton against Conley. Stockton draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Phoenix with the ball. Drummond passes to Stockton. To the inside, Aldridge. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Devin Booker.
And, you know, Aldridge is a load to deal with. When he gets good positions, you pretty much have to be physical with him.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Valanciunas comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Tatum in for James. And for the Suns, Batum comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Zach LaVine sub in for Durant. On the court for the Suns, Stockton is out there with LaVine. Then there's Batum, then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Drummond in at center. Now, here's Batum. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go.
Batum is accustomed to getting pushed around a bit, so he's a tough guy who can embrace the contact.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Phoenix.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Durant's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. But tried by Booker, and that one drops. Booker's got 20.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Durant, wide open, he fires. A three-pointer is right on target. Durant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns. And here's Booker. Unloads Aldridge from 13, and he gets the bucket.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside, KD. 46 seconds left in the fourth.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Booker. Count it from 12.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can.
Occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. And I don't ever get extinguished. Kick out my friends on one set of fingers. And they try to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time.
Yes, you know, something about that power forward position. Who do you think will be the best at that position in let's say 3-5 years from now?
Wow, it may be who's the best at that position now will continue to be, and that's Anthony Davis. He can do it all. He was a point guard in high school, and what that gave him was ball handling skills, lateral quickness, and a mentality of a small guy. We all want that as big fellas, that mentality, because you have the height. You just need to believe that you can do it on all ends of the floor, and he can do it defensively, offensively. He can coach. He can be a trainer as well, get guys healthy. I think AD can do it all.
Good explanation. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Chandler out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Kobe, outside Westbrook, beyond the arc. DeRozan with the rebound. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 11.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Here's Kobe. There's the 3. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Westbrook. On the wing, Bryant. DeRozan defending. Rebound by the 76ers. Chandler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Green draws the double. Chandler attacking, and the dunk by Chandler.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this league exciting.
Pass to Adebayo. Lakers working the ball around now. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Westbrook's got 14 points here in the second half. And the 76ers call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with the Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. It means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Lakers leading by 9. Passes it to Adebayo. Back to Kobe. Butler up top. There's the pass to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Here's Adebayo. On deep. The shot will not fall. Simmons with the defensive effort. Gasol with it. Now Green defending. Gasol, no good.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And it's Green missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to fall to the shot.
Now here's Bryant. And the Lakers with another miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end. Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Something to believe. I need something that can keep me holding on. I need something that will keep me on the
Pass to Harden. To tie it up. And they got Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Shane Battier. And it's Chandler. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. DeRozan passes to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Ayton. Now Irving. Pass to Brown. Ayton dishes to Harden. Shoots over Leonard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Philadelphia. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got 5 assists tonight.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Now Draymond Green in a big spot delivers with nice calmness. Go ahead, Draymond.
Now a timeout called by Boston. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Harden outside. That three off the mark.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, passing in from the outside. What a performance.
And here's Harden, only the three-pointer by DeMar DeRozan. Boston again missing.
But I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
Here's Leonard. James Harden with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now here's Simmons. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton against Chandler. Another shot. It's deflected.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
The shot's good from Irving.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
And the 76ers call time here. They're leading by 5. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter of this one. DeRozan against Harden. DeRozan's shot is off.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Yes, and the foul. That one on DeRozan.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Harden no good on the free throw. DeRozan with it. And it's Harden picking him up. It counts.
Oh, my goodness. You could tell DeMar DeRozan demanded the basketball. He wanted the chance to be the deciding factor.
Now here's Harden. From outside the arc. That one's not going to go. And that's an intentional foul. The first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
An extraordinary improvement over the course of his career by Kawhi Leonard. He has now turned himself into one of the game's best, if not the best, two-way player.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 7. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Brown the pass to Harden. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella...
I slip away if I don't feel nothing. Something bad will go down if you don't run in. I might be feeling stupid or looking crazy. Cause I'm crazy about the way you make me feel on a cloudy day. You make me wanna jumpstart my engine. Hop in a whip and really the tension. Go to your house and undo
Is it easy for you if I took time? Would you feel secure if I told you everything on my mind? Imagination can't take its toll. Let it run wild, but sometimes it'll turn you cold. Saving up your feelings till it feels right. Put up a good fight. If you can't throw a punch, then it don't feel right. 'Cause you can't come around anymore. Play on social and coming up so tight.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Leonard. Chandler outside. Jackson down low, covered by Wall. And there's Jackson on the assist by Chandler.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Chandler out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Simmons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Got to admire the hard work of Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Malone, no what?
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Now here's DeRozan. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers. As you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if the play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
Leonard with the bucket.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing. And also,
and you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Wall. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Shot clock at 6. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And I love what they accomplished here tonight. Made the plays they had to, and that's why they'll go up 1-0 in their season series against the Timberwolves.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this one. Such an overall great performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in, Kevin. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
On these drives, the athleticism and strength of Butler really shows up. The defense just not able to react quick enough.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And Philadelphia has possession.
ain't feeling new now. Way up about the now. See the picture that I drew now. And I really can't lose now. In control like Chris now. Yeah, they know how I do it now. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. I'm doing me. Hey, that's how I like it. That's how I like it. Making a beat shake. Got on my wallet. Got on my wallet. I had a breakout. I didn't silence. I didn't say. 130, I'm bouncing. Can't throw it all cause I'm out it. Yeah. And now I'm falling for it. So I can't wait too far. Can't wait too far. Can't wait too far. Falling on no buckets running. Treat me like a star. Ooh, treat me like a star, yeah. Lost my breath and myself all in water. The more you talk, the more I speak to myself. They say it's bad for my health, you can tell, but I'm almost there. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Almost there. I let the money control me. I got so love me. My diamonds wear like a faucet. I bet that to be cautious. I only talk to the bosses. When I get money and floss it, I used to buy the dungeon. I saw them people